Good evening, folks. How you doing? What a start. I mean, we've only just gone live and we've already been raided. Ginger Viking, thank you so much for that raid. Hope you're well. I'm going to do a special shout out for you. Good, sir. If you're not following Ginger Viking, go click that little heart on there. What was Ginger Viking playing? Let's just see. I'll give him some shout outs. Code Vein 2. We talked about that on the show a couple of weeks ago. How are you getting on with that? Let me know, because I know it got quite mixed reviews. Jenny coming in with the sub as well. Thank you so much. That is now 30. Is that right? I got that right. 31 months. Yes, I did get it right. 31 months. Thank you, Jenny. Greatly appreciate it. Kindred, early as usual. Good to see you. How you doing? And we've also got Hannah. Hope you had a wonderful birthday, Hannah, last week. Hope you're enjoying your Switch 2. One of the games that you got, we're talking about tonight. Great to see you. And welcome to everyone else who has joined us. We are live on YouTube and Twitch. Lebraze, good evening. Let's bring some names up so I can see this. Let's do this. Here we go. Lebraze, here we go. Happy Not Tuesday. Yes, it's not Tuesday. Jesse, good evening. How are you doing? Phantom, good evening. How are you doing? Just did the second chunk of it. How are you finding it? I enjoyed the first one. I did enjoy the first one, but it was more linear. Ginger Viking says we'll be moving to the next area. Let me know how you get on with it, because I did like the first one, and if you're saying it's all right, I might give it a chance. Gozzo, good evening. How you doing? Hannah says, I did thank you. I'm obsessed. She got all the Pokemon games. So there you go. Lorraine over on YouTube. Good evening, lovely. How are you? Good to see you. Are we up to date on shout outs? We seem to be busy already. Yes, all sorted. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you for being on standby, good sir. Phantom says, I'm attempting to solve the thing. Yes, we are solving a thing. More will be explained on tomorrow's stream. Don't worry. Welcome to Tuesday Night Gaming Chat. Actually, hang on, let me rephrase that. Welcome to not Tuesday Night Gaming Chat, where we talk about all the latest games, news, and reviews from the last, technically, 6 days, because we did a show last Tuesday. And there's reasons why we're doing this tonight and not tomorrow. Hope you're well. Gozzo says, I'm good, thanks. Been playing, Ni no Kuni Remastered. I actually managed to say that properly. I'm impressed with myself for that. I hope you're enjoying that as well, Gozzo. But obviously, with me on this journey, and just to confuse him, because it's, again, not Tuesday, please welcome my co-host that knows the most, the one and only Mr. David Jones.
Happy Wednesday. How you doing?
See, I said he was confused.
Yep. Lost track of the week already.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How about yourself?
I'm all right. I'm a little bit tired. You could tell by the rings around my eyes, but I'm surviving.
We can count the rings to see how old you are.
There's probably more rings than my actual age, but there you go. I'm like a very bastardized oak tree. So there you go. What have you been playing? Because I've not had any time to play anything, and so please divulge in what you've been playing and what you've been enjoying.
Yeah, I played a little bit of Planet of Lana 2, but we're talking more about that later. I carried on with the co-op game. I'm playing of Baldur's Gate 3. Didn't really progress massively far. We're just in the one area, the grove that you get to early on, where you got like quite a number of people you can talk to. So we spent quite a lot of the time talking to characters and just moving a few quests on. Got into a few battles and we did all right. I think we're starting to sort of get a bit of a strategy going with the characters that myself and my mate are using. Okay. So I'm enjoying that. So I'm going to carry on with that for a while. But what I've mostly been putting the time into is Resident Evil Requiem. I'm getting quite far into that now. I've done like the whole first sort of section with mostly with Grace. I've got out the care home and moved on to the next part of that. So that's still good now. Still enjoying it. The only thing that annoys me slightly is just the one enemy type, and it's one of those enemy types where it's a big beefy bastard that takes loads of bullets. You got to shoot it in particular places, and the bastard just won't stand still when I'm trying to aim. Keeps charging at me, taking me out. I died to him a couple of times, especially in this one section. Yeah, just like grabs you, bashes you. And the bugger as well is if you shoot in the place you went to shoot him, it can cause some of the zombies nearby to become harder as well.
Oh, so. I think I know the one you're on about because I've seen.
Yeah, you might have seen it in clips, but it's not too bad the first time you fight. But the second time, I think I died about 5 or 6 times in this one section, just trying to get past it. I eventually just fucking ran past it. Bravely ran past it. Didn't look back. I'm not going back into that room. That's it. Got past it.
Fair enough. If there's ways around it.
Yeah. Run.
Yeah, run. There you go. Or cheat. One of the two. That's the rules of gaming. If you can run or cheat, do it.
If you do it, I'm doing it.
There we go. Yeah, Jenny says, run! Dave Johnson, good evening. Dave Johnson says, Mag is lying. He never got past the first tutorial. He was too scared. I am going to say there is going to be a bit that's going to freak me out, which I only found out on the the Wednesday, because I did 2 streams of Resident Evil Requiem. And only on the Wednesday did I find out that once you get to a certain part of the game, there's those big horrible spiders. And I was like,
did that bit.
Yeah, so I'm not looking forward to that, but luckily I'm not near that yet. Yeah, and it's all the little ones as well that can just jump up in your face, and I'm like, oh,
they weren't too bad actually.
I've seen some clips where the camera angle's gone wrong and it goes right on the camera, and you're like, oh dear God.
The big one's the big ugly bastard. No, I don't like spiders, but I can just about cope with them in games, as long as it's not in VR.
I've seen the big horrible one, and I'm like, that doesn't look too bad to me because it looks that unrealistic. It's that, but it was the little creepy ones that were a bit more like, yeah. So there you go. Danker's here. Good evening, Danker. Says, evening. Just watched the Mario Galaxy movie trailer before jumping in. Don't worry, nothing will be slipping my lips. Yeah, no spoilers on that because I'll watch that later. There are so many levels in platforms I've only completed by just running, says Jenny. There you go. See, good advice. Yeah. Dave Johnson, I don't like Mag, but I'd still be happy to shoot him. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that.
You should put that on a card.
It should, yeah. It could have it as a T-shirt. Merch idea, Dave. There you go. Rock Muse, hello. Good evening, lovely. It says, oh, delightful. Hello, Danker, and hello to Dave the Bucket, says Jenny. There you go. Anyway, shall we move on? Noted.
Yeah.
And please say the noted is the merch idea, not actually shooting me. But if you are going to unload your weapon, please put the empties in your bucket. There you go. Domus Caligari, thank you so much for the follow. There you go. It's like the spiders from Harry Potter, says Lorraine. Yes, they're like that. And that didn't sit well with me when I saw that film. I have been to the Thingy Studios, and it wasn't that bad because I've got the spiders in the studios. But in that film, I was like, ugh! Yeah. So generally spiders. Ugh, nasty. Anyway, we'll move on. Merch and blam blam. Exactly. Well done. I'm glad you noted down. So the reason that we are doing the talk show tonight is because we have a very special guest this evening, and we have a very special announcement that we will be doing a little bit later on in the show. And we do every time we have this guest on because he is so popular, and he's just celebrated, actually. I think it was it 2 weeks ago? Oh, hopefully he's not this. 2 weeks ago, celebrated his 20th anniversary on YouTube. And no, it's not that person, Dave. You should know better than that. But please give it up for the one, the only, Ashens. Hello, sir.
Hello. How you doing, folks?
Very well. How are you?
Very good, thank you. Very well. I've got a head cold, and it's annoying me. So if I keep sneezing, I apologise. Or coughing like this. So look forward to that.
I like that. That was theatrical, but also realistic.
Yeah, it was a real cough. Just I put a bit more effort into it, and now I regret it. Yeah.
He's like, Rockme says, hey, oh no, he's proper sick. There you go.
Sick blood or something.
Yeah, something like that. Word.
Yeah.
See, we're all hip on here. We know what we're doing.
We're down with the kids.
Yeah. Be careful. You can get arrested for that, Dave. Yeah, dear oh dear. It's going to be one of those evenings, isn't it? You can just feel it. But for those who don't know, there is Ashens' Twitch channel. There is also the YouTube channel, if anyone's got the links. But yes, congratulations, celebrating. Oh, there they are. Thank you, Dave. Celebrating 20 years of YouTube. How does it feel, sir?
Old. It really does. 20 years is fine. There's people younger than that watching the videos. Like, It's all a bit weird. But yeah.
How how did you actually celebrate? Obviously, I believe there was a special sofa stream, but was there any sort of blasts from the past brought back? Or
I dug into the garage quickly and pulled out some classics like the old bloody Neo double games and the violin, which plays stupid music that everybody liked.
Nice.
Yeah, all the classics. The best thing was I have a little disco light thing, and it's just some awful thing from Poundland. And you turn it on, and it spins very slowly with dull lights and goes, which is amazing. So I put it on right at the start of the stream, and it just doesn't work anymore. The lights came on, it doesn't spin. I was like,
oh no!
What a way to start 20 years. Nothing works anymore. Which, the joys.
Dare I ask what the plan is for the next 20 years?
Oh, God knows. 20 years' time, I'll be 69, dudes. Oh. So, yeah. I don't know if I'll still be streaming in that then. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah. The lights come on, but the joints don't work. Sounds about right.
Yeah. That's pretty much the story of my life these days. Yeah.
Rockme says you should hear Mag's knees. Yeah. That might happen if people guess.
If I get a score right.
Yeah. Dave says, can you stop streaming this week? I don't know whether that's aimed at me or you, Stuart.
Yeah, both of us probably.
Yeah, can we both? Then his life would be so much easier. There you go. Galar, hello, welcome in. In 20 years, you'll bring out the party light and it shatters as you grab it to turn it on.
There's a distinct possibility. It is thin old plastic. Yeah. I've got to try and fix it now, but not fix it too well because I still want it to make the funny noises.
Dan from Debug is over on YouTube. I quite look forward to the nursing home streams in 20 years to come. 69 is not.
Who knows? I'm not saying anything.
No,
fragile balls to make predictions. Yeah.
Yes, fragile balls. Yes, and knees. There you go. So for those people who I'm not going to call them stupid, but stupidly don't know who you are. Please give it a brief description of what you do. I'm
a man with a man's courage. I have done YouTube stuff for 20 years. You may have guessed that bit of crap item reviews on an old brown sofa and all that stuff. We stream twice a week of video games and other old media nonsense. And I write films sometimes and usually have to appear in them because we can't afford that many actors. And yeah, that's probably what I'm up to at the moment. We're currently putting the finishing touches to our first horror film, Turn Back. Should be out later this year.
That's exciting. I could kind of guess we might hint at something about that later. Maybe. We'll see. We haven't really planned that far yet, have we? We'll see. But there you go. Turn Back, the film I am not in. As in many films that you are not in, Dave. Because let's face
literally
it,
all films.
All films that ever existed since the golden age of screen. Yes. Yeah, there you go. JL, good evening. How are you? Good to see you. Oh, Dan's decided to add an extra 10 years onto that 20-year comment, saying, well, 30 years time from... I mean, that's probably more plausible.
I think 20 is probably more accurate, but we'll see. Oh, dear. Excuse me. Yeah.
There you go. We don't want to know what films Dave is in, says Rock News. Well, that's fine, because he's not in any. I saw that one film Dave is in, and you don't want to see it. Or maybe there is one film.
Dave Does Dallas. Yes, a classic.
I'd actually paid to watch that.
Dave, run.
Run, curses. Go back into the shadows. Dave. There you go. So, opening Timeless Gaming Convention will be a screening of Dave. No. We're not going there.
Classified with a BBFC as no.
Yes. Yeah, with a no. Dave wrote. Oh, God.
Oh.
Dear, oh, dear. Oh, so, shall we crack on with tonight's show? Because we've got quite a few cool things. Just put some sound on by accident. Shall we start, gents? Make this happen?
Certainly, sir. Certainly.
Okay, let's do this. So, folks, if I click the button, this is our 256th show. Tonight we are going to be discussing new games such as Marathon, Pokemon Pokepia, and Planet of Lana 2. Plus, we'll be giving you some latest news stories. We're going to be talking about the fact that PlayStation looks like they've decided that they're not going to be, well, they're sticking to console exclusives now and backed up on their thing of, oh, we'll give you games on PC. And there is a sub. Chaos, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Greatly appreciate it. Your voice thing will not work because it's the talk show, my friend. But if you're here tomorrow, please feel free to use it because I don't have all the voice things because otherwise it would be an absolute fucking mess of a show with it all over there. But thank you so much for that sub. Greatly appreciate it. And I believe we're almost at a sub goal, apparently. I've just been told. Thank you, Twitch. So there you go. And also, we're going to be looking at the UK Steam chart for this week, but for the first time ever, also having a comparison with the retail chart to the free games chart and how it differs. Because we did the Steam chart a couple of weeks back, but we didn't. I think it was actually when Dan from Debug was on, we last did it, but we haven't done that. So there we go. So we'll be doing all that. So let's crack on with our first game. And this is going a bit retro, but it's still a modern game. Came out last Tuesday on PS4, PS5, Xbox Series. Dave Johnson, thank you for the 67 horse bits. I guess you want me to do that shit. If anyone understands that, I feel pity.
I don't know.
So yes, also Xbox Series X and S, Switch and PC. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is Scott Pilgrim X. Let's have a look at the trailer for this. There you go, folks. So this is the brand new Scott Pilgrim X. Now, funny thing is, we talked about, I don't know if Dave remembers this, we talked about the very first one on like one of our first 4 shows.
Do I remember us all?
Back in the heyday.
Too long ago.
Yeah, I know, too long ago. But there you go, over 5 years ago when we talked about the first game on this very show. So yeah, now we have a sequel on pretty much all platforms. So Dave, tell us a little bit more about this, because it's not just about going around beating people. There's a few little RPG elements this one, isn't there?
Yeah, it's not a straight up side scrolling beat up like you probably think from the trailer. It's got little RPG elements to it, and you get to go back and forth across the various environments to like complete the quests. So you won't be just going through the place once. You get to travel back through it, come back, fight some more people. I think this is kind of carried on, not straight from the film, but from I think it was a Netflix animated series that followed the films. This is kind of following on from that. So it's kind of keeping the art and animation style from it, which looks pretty good from what I can see in the trailer. And I believe in this one, it's set in Toronto, and it's been taken over by 3 rival gangs, and Scott's friends have been kidnapped. So it's to like him and Ramona and the various evil exes that we've seen before to battle through the city and try and save the friends from the 3 gangs. Looks like it could be pretty good fun. Supports local and online co-op. So get a few mates in and bat some people up in Toronto. Good clean fun.
Love Being says, is Paul Robertson still doing the character design? I don't know. If someone could look that up, that would be amazing. This is thanks to Kindred. Kindred said this is £24.99 on all platforms. So thank you for that. Fury, good evening. I'll read your comment out in a minute. Dead Toxic, congratulations on your baby you had this weekend, to you and Courtney. Lovely to have you here. Congratulations. There you go. Also, I saw some other people I want to say hello to. Macobster. Hello, Macobster. How are you doing? There you go. But, Stuart, your thoughts? Are you a bit of a Scott Pilgrim fan?
I liked a bit of Scott Pilgrim, enjoyed the film, etc. This is interesting, isn't it? Because like Dave says, the story is like a follow-on from the Scott Pilgrim Takes Off series, but the game itself feels very much like a sequel to the previous side-scrolling brawler, obviously, which was pretty damn good, if I remember.
It was.
And unavailable for like years, wasn't it, due to rights issues?
Yeah.
I think it's sort of, maybe you can get it now. Good for
I think it got sorted. I think it got a proper physical release as well.
I saw a really posh collector's box for it where like you unfold it and it was like a whole bloody light up stage thing with little cardboard characters and it played music, and it was the poshest box I've ever seen. So I can only hope they do better with this one, and this box is like the size of a house or something. But no, it looks good to me. The first one was a lot of fun, and this looks like the same but more, and there's nothing wrong with that,
No, I think this looks good. This is definitely something I would give a go. And anyone who's liked the things like Shredder's Revenge, Turtles, and the recent, was it Marvel Cosmic Invasion that came out before Christmas? If you like that sort of stuff, you'll love this. Thank you, Dead Toxic. I greatly appreciate that. There you go. Lord Bing says Paul Robertson is listed as one of about 10 animators on this game. Well, that's cool. They kept it on, so that's good. For anyone who's not seen the show, we technically don't review the games, but I scour the internet and basically look at all different sites to find different review scores and turn it into an average score. So it might not be accurate. You may agree with it, you may not, but we turn it into a bit of fun. And that's why chat are dropping scores. You can have any score from 0 to 10. You can also have 0.5s. If you put anything else, I'm just going to round it up, to be honest. But if you guess correctly, we will give you a shout out in the chat. So I'm going to go through some of the guesses that we've got already. I'm going to scroll back up. But we've got Danker with an 8. Big Jesse with an 8.5. Gozzo with an 8. Jenny says 10 out of 100. I don't even know how to score that one. Hannah says 8.5. Lorraine says 8.5. Fury says 9 all day long. Been too long coming to great to see the team free from Ubisoft's debt grip through Tribute. They're all ex-Ubisoft, so good on them. And Anamanaguchi all the way. So there you go. So that Rock Muse 7.5. Big Fuzzy Panda. Good evening, Big Fuzzy Panda. Hope you're well, my friend. 8 out of 10. Dave Johnson 8 out of 10. Kindred 8 out of 10. Computer Club Matt. Hello. Good evening, Matt. How are you? 7.5. Dan from Debug over on YouTube says 9. iQuail says an 8. So chat, if you want to have a guess and you haven't, please do get your score in. I'll start with Dave. What do you think this got out of 10?
I'll try an 8.
Okay, going for an 8. And Stuart, what do you reckon?
Do I go lower or higher? I don't know. I did very badly at this last time. I'm going to go 8.5.
8.5. Okay. All right. Folks, this is your last chance. This was Scott Pilgrim X, which came out last Tuesday on PS4, 5, Xbox Series X and S, Switch, and PC. Oh, there you go. Chargoff, welcome on in. Good to have you here. 9.5 from Chargoff. Dan says, feels like I should be on Twitch. No, You and Lorraine over on YouTube. It's good. We like people being on different platforms. It's good. Macobster 8.5. Lava Being says, I'll guess 7.8, which means I will round you up to an 8, Lava Being, because it's only halves or whole numbers. So unless you want to drop down to 7.5, but let me. Oh, too late. He's already over here on Twitch. There you go. Everyone's upping over, but there you go. If there are no more scores and no more guesses, I can tell you for our first game of the night, Lava Being says 8 is fine round. Cool. You're probably glad I did that for you because it was an 8 out of 10.
Hey.
There you go. Well done, Dave. You got yours correct. So all these following people are about to get shout outs. Lava Being, iQuail, Kindred, Mr. Dave Johnson, Big Fuzzy Panda. Who else we got? Gozzo, Danker, all of you. If I've missed anyone, my apologies. But all the shout outs are happening now. And for those who don't know, Dave is not a content creator or a streamer. He's just my friend of over 40 years. And he's a fountain of knowledge here. So we have to give him a shout out in a different way. You can do exclamation Dave in the chat. But Dave, we also have to give him an on-screen shout out. How would you like that, Dave?
Oh, it was mentioned earlier in chat about hearing your knees, wasn't it? So let's go.
So start with that.
See if we can hear them.
Oh God, you probably will after the weekend I had. Right. Oh, okay. I don't normally warm up, but there you go. That's a warm up. That's me doing a warm up. Look like a penguin. Right, here we go. Oh God, there they go. Okay.
Oh.
I went right.
Good luck getting back up.
Right, you ready? 3,
Go for it.
2, 1. Dave! I didn't get up as quick as I thought I was going to get up then. There you go. Oh.
Those knees don't sound good.
Those knees do
Bloody
not
hell.
sound good. And God help me if you get any more right, they will probably fall off. So there you go. Moving on to our next game, this old age gamer guy. It's happening quick, Jenny. I swear it's happening quick. Our next game is a remaster of a game that I know a lot of people liked. This also came out on Tuesday. PS4, 5, Xbox Series XS and 1 for this one, Switch and PC. And this is Legacy of Kain, Defiance Remastered. Let's have a look at the trailer for this one.
Better to face one's destiny than cower from it.
You have played your part flawlessly.
What manner of creature approaches?
The coin is still turning, Raziel.
Now, shall we?
Harvester of souls, I created you, and to this function, you will return.
PlayStation.
There you go. This has the more common remaster feature of allowing you to switch the visuals from original to remaster. And I love when they do that with games. They did that with all the Tomb Raider remasters on the last 2 years. So I do remember that. I remember this game very fondly. So tell us a little bit more about it, please, Dave.
I think I remember it coming out at the time, but I never played it. I didn't play the series, but I know it's a popular series. I think they are meant to be doing a new one as well. So that might be coming out in a couple of years' time. So they're getting all the remasters out so people can play them now on the modern hardware and get back into the story. This particular one, I think it pretty much directly continues the story from Soul Reaver 2, where apparently Kain saved Raziel's life, and in doing that, it caused a time fracture. So both of them have ended up in different periods of history, and you've got to fight and solve puzzles in both their time periods, trying to get them back together and save the day. Certainly looks all right with the new graphics. Doesn't show you the toggle to flip back to what the old ones look like, but whether they look as good as your rose tinted glasses are telling you, press the button and see. But at least they've tightened them up for the modern release. And I think the one thing that's good that they fixed is I think on the original release the camera was apparently always a bit of a problem. Wasn't very good. So I think so. Yeah, I think there's a fix on it. It wasn't particularly good. could end up being very hard to see what you were doing. So they've added a more modern type of camera in this one. You can switch between the 2 camera modes as you want to, but at least they've improved that. And I think they've also put stuff like photo modes in, other character skins. I think there's also some extra content and lost levels they're throwing in. So it sounds like a pretty decent package, right? Fans of the originals, quite a lot of stuff there. So probably worth revisiting because it's been a number of years since it was originally out.
Again, I'm like you. I remember this very fondly, and I know other people played it. I never played it though.
No, it's a series I missed.
Yeah. Let's have a look at this. Very cheeky putting a new Legacy of Kain Ascendance in with this before its general release. £36.98 for the pleasure though. So that's interesting. So they did that for that, but this one was cheaper because Kindred said, this one's $19.99 across all formats, which seems very reasonable, to be honest.
It does.
Apparently, the Switch is getting a delayed release with this, so it all here. So there we go. Don't forget your own nurse. Could the nurse actually help Stuart feel better as well? So we've got our registered nurse in the chat, Lorraine. Yes.
Hello, Ryan.
It always helps when you have your own private nurse, doesn't it? It's fantastic. Because I've heard that there are some early bugs on the PC version that have been playing right of launch troublesome. Interesting. Okay, so this could be interesting. So, Stuart, your thoughts on this? Did you play the original of this?
Well, we've now got the full house, the trilogy of people who have never played any of these games because I haven't either. I remember them being big whoop. Sort of whenever they released, they started off with 2D games where you were Kain, didn't they? Then you went into the sort of Soul Reavery ones, the Raziel. This is the one that's 3D and has both of them. So is this?
Yeah.
Was this like the last one of the original series? I don't know.
I think so. Yeah, I think.
I'm like, it seems like it could be, but I'm like,
yeah, I'm not sure about that, but I don't know. It looks pretty old. I think the problem when you're remastering as opposed to, remaking real old PlayStation stuff like that is there is a fair bit of jank that people won't put up with these days. And you're going to get a little bit of that bleeding through, I think. So maybe this isn't for everyone. Or maybe they've done an amazing job and there's a lot of quality of life increases as well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We shall have to see. Dave says, no, Stuart's head cold is punishment from the Tat gods for not naming me a Lord of Tat.
Everybody knows only Noel Edmonds has the power to name Lords of Tat.
Yes. So there you go. So behave, Dave. You should know that by now. And Lorraine says it cost a tenner for some tea and honey. Bloody hell, that's expensive. Inflation. There we go. Oh, there you go. Oh, thank you, Gozzo. Yes, Legacy of Kain Defiance was the last game. There you go.
It's apparently the 5th one. So there wasn't a trilogy. There were 5 original games. Just looking on Wikipedia.
There you go.
This one was 2003 originally.
There must have been 2 2D ones with Kain in then.
Yeah.
There was a Blood Omen 1 and 2 and a Soul Reaver 1 and 2. And then there was...
I didn't know of the second Blood Omen. Oh, I see.
There you go. Rock Music's just said to Dave Johnson, you're a tit, not Lord of Tat. So I think we've officially got that right. There you go. All right, folks, let's see what people are seeing on the scores. Let's scroll back. God, I've got to scroll all the way back up now. What have we got? Is Lorraine the first one that comes in? Scott. Lorraine saying 8 out of 10. Dank is like 7 maybe. Gozzo a 7. JL a 7. Chaos a 7. Macobster says a remaster with some nice QOL enhancements. I'm going a 7. Chargoff an 8. iQual 7.5. Hannah 7. Lava Beam 7. Kindred 7. Rockmuse 6.5. Jenny 7.5. Dave Johnson says Chargoff is smell and 7. Thank you for that contribution there, Dave. Stuart, I'll start with you. What would you say?
I think this is definitely a 7. I cannot see how it can't be a 7. It's one of these slightly beloved games, but it's very old. So even if they do an amazing job of it, I don't see it getting above a 7.
Okay. All right. And Dave, what say you?
I'll try a 7.5.
Okay. 7.5. All right. Phantom, thank you for letting me know. I'll have a look after the stream. Greatly appreciate that. As I say, Phantom's working on something for us for the community, and I'll explain more in tomorrow's stream. So there you go. All right. If there are last chance, actually, Legacy of Kain Defiance remastered, which came out last Tuesday on PS4, 5, Xbox Series X, S1, Switch coming soon, and PC. And I can tell you that this got, as we always like to call it, a very safe 7 out of 10. So well done. So well done, Stuart. Congratulations. You will have Stuart's links are attached to the Twitch chat, but they will appear on screen. You can go check out his Twitch and YouTube if you are not following. And if you're not following, oh my God, what is wrong with you? He's been doing YouTube 20 years. Follow the man. God damn you. Follow the man. There you go. Thank you, Dave. Greatly appreciate that. And he put, yeah, I like that. Dave just copied the message. So it says, hey, mods, shout outs for the show tonight. Ashens. He did that just to annoy me. Thank you, Dave. But congratulations also to Dan from Debug, who got it right. Dave Johnson, who got it right. There's a lot of people for shout outs. Kindred got it right. Lava Being, well done. Hannah, Chaos, Legendary JL, Gozzo, and Danka. I think that's everyone. That's a lot of people that got it right. Well done. Well done. So all those shout outs go for you. And as I always say, please do go follow these lovely people that are getting shout outs in the chat, because they come here week in, week out to watch this show that we do and cobble together. So please go send them some love back. I greatly appreciate that. Me and Dave would appreciate that. I'm sure Stuart would appreciate that as well. So there you go. Let's go on to our first news story while those shout outs are being done of the week. And it is probably the biggest announcement everyone was waiting for, and also the biggest letdown in history, because we know, because we saw in the reports when there was the whole court case, like trying to stop Microsoft buying Bethesda, that a Fallout 3 remake is possibly in the works. And the one that everyone also wants is a Fallout New Vegas remake. Or I should say remaster. And last week, Iron Galaxy, a company that's known for working on a number of games, and they have done VR versions of Bethesda games and have done other versions of Bethesda games, posted a little tease saying that big things are coming. And on the picture was the please stand by image from Fallout New Vegas. And everybody lost their shit and went, oh my God, they're working on it. It's happening. It's a thing. And the internet went crazy until 24 hours later when Iron Galaxy went, oh, that's not what we're working on. We actually use that for all our corporate presentations, in-house presentations. We were just showing you that we've got a big discussion about something else we're working on, and we're not doing anything Fallout related. And the world cried. So, talking about a massive bait and switch, you kind of go, don't you think they kind of thought this through when they posted this up? Because that would have been, yeah, Kindred's right. That would have been a good April the 1st joke. So there you go. So, yeah, it's not happening. It's not happening by them anyway, but it is announced that there is a Fallout. It's somewhere, but we don't know who's doing it, and nothing's been announced yet. And we know that they want to work on a Fallout 5, but we ain't going to get that until we get Skyrim 76 or whatever they're doing. So, yeah. What are your thoughts, Dave and Stuart? Do we think this was just like very bad sort of, oh, let's hype people up on our next project and not actually put any thought into it?
Yeah, it's probably a lack of common sense. You know, no one in the room really thought it through. As I say, if they use it for all their sort of corporate presentations, yeah, first, yeah, it's just use it again. Why not? And yeah, just unfortunately cause a lot of people to get excited. But hopefully, someone somewhere is working on some Fallout remasters, because it just seems a bit of a shame they haven't had anything new to put out alongside the show. The TV shows are doing very well. So I know a lot of people have been going back to the original version of the games, going to Fallout 76. But it would be nice to see something sort of, even if it's just like a remaster like we got with Oblivion, something new versions of these games coming out, updated graphics, lots of bugs and stuff fixed in them. Yeah, that'd be quite cool to see. Because as you were saying, it's going to be years before Bethesda gets to Fallout 5. We're probably still years away from Elder Scrolls 6, and then
we know we are.
and then they'll have to switch production to 5. So that is probably going to be what in the 2030s or something ridiculous like that. Because they don't seem to want to farm it out to another studio to do. So we'll be waiting on Bethesda for a long time.
Yeah.
Which is a shame. So hopefully someone is working on it. I think it was Virtuous that did the Oblivion remasters. Maybe they got someone in Virtuous working on the Fallouts.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
There you go. Give me new good IPs instead of rehashing old ones. It does feel like that.
There's a lot of stuff, isn't there? That Oblivion remake, for instance, everybody seemed to buy it and then not really play it. And I'm as guilty as anyone else.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw it and thought, oh man, loved Oblivion. Oh god, I've got a money off voucher. Yes, buy it. 2 hours in, I'm like, this isn't very good. You just run around everywhere, kind of waving your sword like a feather duster, and people fall over. And there's never any challenge because of some weird fucking system whereby it gets easier or harder depending how strong you are. And it's just like, and you do one Oblivion gate, and you feel like you've done the whole thing. It's like, I would have much preferred. I would love to see a New Vegas remake because I never played New Vegas. So for me, that'd be amazing.
I lie. I played a tiny bit of it on a stream as a thing to see what it was like, and that was like when I was in my early days of streaming. So I played a tiny bit, but I would quite like to see that. But
I loved Fallout 3. Yeah, somehow never played the better version, Vegas, and then I played a bit of Fallout 4 and didn't like it at all. So that was my entire history with Fallout games there.
There you go. Brought to you by Ashens. There you go. New Vegas is a few quid at the moment. Go buy it, says McCobster.
I'm sure I've got an old version. I'm going to look on Steam. Hang on.
Go for it. Go for it. Also, good evening. Good evening, Silver Cobra. Welcome on in. Okay. I played far too much of New Vegas. It's my personal favourite Fallout game. I think it's a lot of people's favourite.
He's kind of held up as probably like the best one, and that one was made by Obsidian, not
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, I do have it. I already have it on Steam, probably when it was threepence in the sale or something.
So there you go. It's 9 quid at the moment. The modding community ported Point Lookout from Fallout 3 into 4, so they could do even more. Because I know he was saying, Silverco said, leave the remasters to the modding community. I say, yeah, because they've been doing quite good. I've got Fallout 3, 4, and New Vegas, and probably haven't completed any.
Oh.
There you go. Well, if we ever do get these other remasters, that's more to add to your collection that you won't play. Let's move swiftly on to our next game. Now, this is a game that we've talked about a lot on this show. And we have said that this could be the death of another big game company, or it could be the saving grace. This came out on Thursday on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. And yes, we are talking about Marathon.
Good morning, New Cascadia. This is Joy, your community outreach liaison. It's a lovely day outside. It's quiet. Very quiet. Rainfall is expected to begin in the early afternoon and last until a long time. For those who did not wake, your restless dreams endure. So small among the stars. Breathe softly. Do not worry. Peace is upon you. And I am here to walk with you into its embrace.
Mayday! 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 This is General David Reed of the New Cascadia Colony on Tau 34. Whoever's listening, whatever's out there, we need anything. Weapons, supplies, a way out, a way back. Mayday, mayday. This is David Reed. Tau Ceti. I feel like I'm praying. We've had to do things to survive. Things I never would have We're monsters. We're all monsters.
Embrace. Embrace. One step. Embrace. Embrace. Embrace.
Mayday! 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 Mayday!
There you go. It's a marathon. So before we even get into this, I'm going to say this is an interesting one because there was as advertised in that trailer, the server slam for people to play the game for free over the weekend and try it out, and then it got its official launch Thursday. As somebody said, I'm sorry, I've missed it in the chat. Somebody said there's a lot of reviewers holding off because they were told to give it a few weeks and try while things are patched up and blah blah blah. And there's apparently some big event coming. The end game content comes in a couple of weeks. So this means this was quite difficult to get review scores for this. So I'm going to say that you are going to have to take this with very much a pinch of salt with this one, because a number of places have reviewed it. A number of places have done work in progress reviews. So it's not their final score and we ain't going to get them for a couple of weeks. And some have just saying they're not going to review it until the end of the month, which is an odd one. Mag, did you ever play The Last Caretaker in the end? No, I didn't. This feels not dissimilar. In a way, yes, but also nothing like it, if that makes any sense. It's got that aesthetic, but it's more of a shooter than it is. I've heard the launch hasn't gone very well, so they are going to rebrand as Snickers. If this game isn't in a state to be reviewed, why release it as it is? I think pressure from Sony is... but I agree with that, McCobster. I agree with that. Could also say, Daxtron, thank you so much for being here. And thank you so much for your 20-month sub at Tier 1. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. The Dandiest Chad, our guest last week. Good evening. So I'm going to let Dave explain what this is. And then we'll get into we'll see what Stuart's thoughts are. And then we'll get into this very bizarre scoring that I've had to get for this.
Yeah, so this is an extraction shooter. Bungie's first extraction shooter set in the Marathon universe. Nothing really like the original Marathon games that were out on the Mac back in the day. Yeah, no single player campaign or anything like that. It's just a straight extraction shooter. So you can go in solo or as part of a team of 3. And then it's a case of scouring the map for the good loot, trying to get out while avoiding the AI enemies that are around the map or other players who will be gunning for you, trying to steal the cool stuff that you've picked up. So what I've seen of it, it's not my type of game. I didn't really play a huge amount of Arc Raiders, even though I think that's pretty decent. Yeah. But I'm not massively into extraction shooters. But for what I have seen of it, it looks like the shooting mechanics are pretty good. I mean, Bungie do good shooting. It was good in the Halos, good in Destiny. So it looks like it's still good here. As I say, extraction shooters, it's all that risk reward and the amount of time you've got to spend in there trying to get the good stuff to then use it on the harder maps that are coming out. Because I think at launch you've got 2 maps in there. There's another one coming pretty soon called Outpost, and then you've got what's sort of saying is a bit like the end game one, which I hope is going to be its sort of Vault of Glass moment like they had in Destiny's initial raid. It's going to be the Cryo Archive, which is where you want to use all your really good stuff to try and survive in there. So it sounds like it's got some interesting stuff coming. So it's got a lot of stuff to build upon. And its art style, I think, makes it stand out from other games in the genre. Whether you like it or not, it does look distinctive. You're going to look at it and know what it is. But yeah, I think it's going to have a bit of a niche audience. Whether it'll hit the numbers that Sony want it to hit. I can't see it being as big as something like Destiny because it's appealing to a more niche crowd. But from looking at it at the moment on like the Steam charts, it doesn't look like it's doing too badly. I think it kind of had about close to 90,000 at launch, tonight, it looks like it's around about between 50,000-60,000. That's only on PC. There might be way more on PlayStation, a good number on Xbox playing it as well, but you can never see those numbers at all. But it seems like it's doing all right at the minute, holding up or better than a High Guard did, because that just plummeted.
Well, yeah, because that closes in 3 days.
Yeah, so we'll see how Marathon does. But again, busy market. It's trying to pull players from other games to play this one. Whether people stick with it in the long run depends on what the stuff is like that they bring out and how well they, address like bugs or player concerns about the main game. As long as they can keep that sort of stuff, keep that going, get good maps and new characters out to play, then could keep going for a bit. But only time will tell.
Yeah. Okay, Stuart, your thoughts?
So this is presumably the old Mac FPS games Marathon that it's based on. There hasn't been one of those for 30 years. Am I right? It was like mid-90s, the last one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's a bit odd they've dug this out now, isn't it? And gone, hey, remember that game nobody remembers from 30 years ago that you couldn't play because you had to have a Mac that cost more than a fucking ruby-encrusted aircraft carrier? Odd one, but okay. Yeah. See, for me, isn't the whole thing supposed to be first person? They've kind of... Do you know what? This is a bit of a... This in two ways gave me weird Xbox 360 flashbacks. Number one, it's based on an old IP and is a weird kind of, online PvP, God knows what, shootery game. That reminds me of Shadowrun that came out for the 360, which is obviously an RPG series. Just like, well, everyone likes these shooty games, we will have a shooty game of Shadowrun. Thanks, guys. That helps. The other thing it reminded me of is the external level parts of the levels, the bits outside, just kind of look very generic. Inside, with these sort of more pastel-y and bright colours, reminded me of those Nerf games on 360. There's like a championship paintball game or something, and like a Nerf gun game and FPS, and it was all that kind of, okay. At least it looks a bit different then, I suppose. But also, I should point out the computer's voice is the same as Shadowheart from Baldur's Gate 3, isn't it? That's not coincidental. I'm nearly 800 hours in Baldur's Gate 3, so I think I could have just gone mad, but it definitely did sound like it. It's one of those things. I would have been vaguely interested, and I'm not an FPS man at all, but vaguely interested if it was a one-player, interesting story game. But when it's just shooting, I've got no interest in it whatsoever. It may as well be a documentary in Swedish about the historic concrete industry over there for the amount of interest I've got in it. It's just nothing that floats my boat at all.
There you go. Is it better than the Unreal 2004? We'll have to see. All three of the original Marathon games can be downloaded online for free, as they are considered abandonware. At least the original software is. I'd rather watch those Cars movies again. Oh dear. That me and Stuart have to watch. Yeah.
Yeah. Calm down. Yes.
Don't go too over.
I've got the box over here, mate.
Oh, have you? Yeah. What are we on? We got to watch number 4 yet, haven't we?
Yeah, here it is, the box of pain.
Oh,
it's blurring it out.
Yeah, it's that painful.
NVIDIA will save us. So we are on Cars Life 3: The Royal Heist.
Yeah, that was the one we watched last, wasn't it?
It is. Oh, I don't have 4, but I think there is a 4th though.
There is.
But we could jump ship to The Little Cars.
Oh, yes. Nothing like an even better rip-off of a Disney property.
Yeah. One day I'll make you watch Ratatouille just because it exists.
Oh, I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that.
Anyway, meanwhile, back at the Marathon.
Yes. Don't get excited about this, Mag. Oh. I didn't want to be reminded of those films. Sorry, LeBraze. Sorry. We try. We do it for entertainment purposes, but really it's just for our own pain and anguish. There you go. Debbie coming in with the sub. Thank you so much. That's for 7 months. Debbie says, I'm on a call, so I'm on mute, but hi. There you go. Everyone wave at Debbie. There you go. Tony says that's why Stuart kind of streams. What, for pain? Pain and anguish.
Yeah. It's certainly not for fame or money, is it? We all know that.
Not at all. Less a marathon, more of a sprint. All right, well, let's see what people are saying. Get your scores in, folks. I'm probably going to have to scroll way up because loads of people were talking about this. This is an odd one because obviously I'm very limited to what scores I could get. And we will update you at the end of the month to see if this score has changed. Now, as Dave said, if you're going on user scores, holy shit, just had a anonymous gifter gift out 10 community gift subs.
Wow.
They have just gone to Ozymandia, Spacey Butter, Leviathan, Legendary JL, Lava Being, Silver Cobra, Cute Tiger Gem, TML for Life, Ginger Viking, and Zav's Writer's Block. And it means that we have now got a hype train, I think, again. So there you go. Second one of the night. There you go. Thank you to the anonymous gifter, whoever you may be. That was greatly appreciated. Thank you. So yeah, that was amazing. But yes, user reviews on Steam are very good, but I can also do you user reviews. Stuart, thank you so much for the Prime sub and the potato.
Just realised I had the Prime sub going. Yeah.
There you go. Icing on the cake, the potato. iQuell says, get everyone in a room at timeless, lock the doors, and then subject to all the Cars live films after I've escaped first. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. The couch says, I enjoyed the reaction. Bless you. Was that you, Dan? Was that you as the anonymous gifter? If it was, that was very kind of you. That was very kind of you. In fact, we will talk about something that Dan's doing that I know, Stuart, you're involved in as well. So we'll bring that up in a minute as well. I get paid in potatoes. Yes. True story. Thank you so much to everyone. That was very, very kind of you, all of you, for that hype train that is continuing to go. Scores. Shit, I've lost where we are now. Scores. You know, I've got to go all the way back up. So much chat. Danker, as I haven't got a clue about this one, a safe 7. Hannah, 7. Gozzo, 7. I think this is what people are going to go for. I'm scrolling. If I miss anyone, let me know. I'm just scrolling down. Jenny, 5. Rock Muse, 7. Lava Being, 7. Lorraine, 5. Chaos, 6. Phantom, 5. Dan says, 7. Macobster, 6. Jenny Sparkles, thank you for gifting the tier 1 sub to Dan from Debug, giving the love back. Thank you so much. Kindred, 7. 6.5 from Computer Club Matt. iQuell says, what are we talking about? I've forgotten. Snickers, iQuell. We're talking about Snickers. Dave, what say you?
I'm going to try a 7.5.
Okay, 7.5. Stuart?
I'm intrigued all these people coming in at 5. So the people are reviewing this and the company's saying, don't review it yet, guys. Give it a few weeks. It'd be good if you could do that with films, wouldn't it? I've just released a film. Well, that was a load of shit. Oh, yeah, but, you know, in 3 weeks when we put the new effects in and rewritten it. Yeah. I think it's going to be low because I think the people who have reviewed it are not going to... They're going to be like, we played for 5 minutes, don't like extraction shooters, there's too many of them, and we wanted a single-player game anyway. But then what if it goes the other way and it's only the people who really loved it have played it? Shit. I'm going in at 5.5.
Okay, 5.5. We will see. It's not looking good at all, says McCobster. Some streamers have been praising the game. Think they've been paid to give it good reviews. Oh, we'll have to see. Jay, good evening. Arkham, how are you, buddy? Great to see you, my friend. All right, then. Last chance, folks. Get your scores in. This is Marathon, which came out last Thursday on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. And I can tell you, based on the scores that I could get, Cute Tiger Gem says, thank you to whoever it was that gifted me a sub. It was Dan from Debug. Lovely to see you, Cute Tiger Gem. Thank you for being here. I can tell you, JL just coming in with a 7. Arkham says, replacing PC power supply with a temporary one. Hope you're all well. Hope that goes well for you, sir. I can tell you, this got a 7.
Whoa. I overthought that one. And everything gets 7. I should have just remembered.
Save 7.
As I said, as Dave said, getting very good critical user scores on Steam, not getting good user scores on Metacritic. But people are praising the gunplay and certain aspects of the game, but then there's a lot of stuff that's going against it as well. And this is why it seems there are some very mixed reviews. Like I did see some scores of 5. I did see some scores of 8 and 9. I was like, what planet are you on? Debug, thank you for subbing. See what flipping out, I got double debugged. Thank you so much, Debug Magazine. And if you do exclamation debug, you can click and get your latest issue of Debug right now. So go click on that. It's rather awesome. Do train stuff. I think you have. There you go. Emotes have just been dished out. So there you go. Choo choo. Choo choo, everyone. Congratulations. Dave, you got it right as well. And all the people in the chat that said 7, well done, because I'll be honest, it was probably a massive guess, and you did well for saying that. Dave, how would you like your next shout out?
Actually, I said 7.5. But I actually forgot. You can do some spin.
No, as I forgot. Tough shit. Moving on. What I will do.
Justice for Dave. Boo.
Justice for Dave. Maybe later. I'll do 1.5 things if he gets the next one right. Definitely not worth the $34.99, but would have been a great as free to. See, that's the thing.
Yeah, that would be a barrier for some. Yeah, they probably had quite a lot of people on the free weekend for testing, but then not everyone would have moved over.
Yeah.
Look at
It's 35 quid in just in-game purchases.
Thanks.
Oh, I didn't realise. I'd have gone for bloody 5 and been even more wrong. Oh, well. Yeah.
That's what I meant. There you go. Oh, so there we go. Marathon it now. But what we're going to do is we will come back to this in a news story at the end of the month, and we'll let you know whether that score's gone up or down. And I think I know which way it's going to go. Just saying. Okay. Just saying. Let's move on to our next game. This is the one that Hannah's looking forward to because this came out last Thursday and it was her birthday last Thursday. And Jessie very kindly bought her a brand new Switch 2, which came with last year's Pokemon Legends Zeta A. But we do have a new Pokemon game, and that is Pokemon Pokepia. Let's have a look at the trailer for this.
In this desolate world, humans and Pokemon have vanished. Oh, a Ditto transformed to look like a human. And a unique-looking Tangrowth. They decided to build a new town. Nestled in the grass is Bulbasaur, a grass-type Pokemon. Pokemon will appear in their preferred habitats. Ditto can learn moves from Pokemon it meets, refresh and enrich the land, and open up new paths. As nature flourishes, so will the Pokemon. Ditto's also quite handy. Gather materials and use them to create all sorts of items. Till the fields, grow crops, and build houses for Pokemon. There's so much to do here. Pokemon may also have unique requests. Looks like Squirtle wants to go somewhere, and Riolu seems pretty hungry. Pokemon stuck in harsh environments also need your help. So work together with other Pokemon to complete these requests. And your world will become even livelier. What other adventures await? Will there be other unique encounters? What kind of life will you make? Will these relaxing days spent playing and bonding with other Pokémon become precious memories? Rebuild the world one step at a time. Pokémon Pokepia. Available now only on the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
I'm still going to call it Pokepia because it sounds funnier. So there you go. So I know a lot of people in the chat very excited for this. Some are kind of going, I love Pokemon, but this is getting a bit too Animal Crossing. So a couple of people are a bit like, what to do? iQuell just doing all the shout outs for everything. iQuell, there's a new one if you want. Do !Dream, because I will be at DreamHack at the end of the month and it's at the NEC for 3 days. If you want to get money off tickets, you can get 10% off tickets because this ugly mug is going to be at that event, possibly doing something. I have no idea what yet, but something. So it's a big gaming event that's from America coming over to Birmingham. And let's face it, we need it because, you know, all the other big gaming events were shit. There we go. Moving on. There you go. There's a link. Thank you very much. I must get myself to DreamHack. Well, there you go. You can get 10% off tickets. It's almost like we rehearsed that. Dave, tell us a little bit more about the latest Pokemon game.
Yeah, well, as has been sort of mentioned, it is definitely a bit of a sort of Pokemon meets Animal Crossing with a bit of sort of Minecraft, Dragon Quest builders sort of thrown in as well, I'd say. So, yeah, you're sort of playing as a Ditto. You know, you're who decides to take human form. It seems that all humans are long gone. So maybe this is like post-apocalyptic. Played in here, but you're playing as this Ditto. It's taking human form, and you have to explore the world and find other Pokemon, and sort of build and farm and do all the usual sort of cozy game stuff that you would do. From what I've seen, people do seem to be really liking it. Not one for me. Hasn't got enough guns or violence in there for me, I'm afraid. It's got Pokemon, cozy games, Minecraft, multiple things I just don't like at all. So I'm not the target audience for this game.
But your daughter would love this, though, I'm guessing.
My daughter and wife will probably like this. Yeah. I might actually end up getting it for the wife fairly soon because she loves Pokemon and she does like the look of this one. But I say for me, yeah, if it was a bit more like Resident Evil, maybe I'd give it a little bit of angst. So it's not going to be for me.
It's not the kind of apocalyptic kind of game you want, really.
Not really, no. But yeah, as we know, the Pokemon fans are a massive freaking crowd, and they're going to be all over this. I bet it's going to do really, really well. So yeah, I can see a lot of people actually loving it. Just not me.
Hannah says, "I recommend it, Dave." There you go. It needs more chainsawing demons in half.
Yeah.
Hey, look! If Animal Crossing did that thing with Doom Eternal, why couldn't they do it with Resident Evil 9? I mean,
that would be a good crossover.
Resident Evil Pokemon would be great. Start genetic experiments on Pokemon, but don't plan on completing them. There you go. Supernova, good evening. Great to see you, buddy. Welcome on in. Stuart, what are your thoughts on this kind of combination?
I had no idea. The first thing I knew about this was that trailer. Interestingly, when it first started off, I thought, hang on, is this Pokemon Minecraft? But then it turned into Pokemon Animal Crossing. So that was somewhat surprising with the way they'd put the images forward there. But I don't know. It's just, I'm a bit like Dave on this. It is just sort of pastel colours and noise for me. It's not. I mean, at the end it said, "Big event coming up. More spores for Hoppip."
Yeah.
For me, that might as well have said more fungus for Blurglebus. It just doesn't mean anything to me at all. These sort of open-ended games, I can't ever get into because I have this thing, I think, where if I was going to spend time playing a game that you can't complete, I think I'd just go off and make something instead, as opposed to just sort of playing with it. It just doesn't click in my head for something to spend time doing. But it's Pokemon, it's Nintendo. I presume it's about £70 or something because it's Nintendo.
65 or 60, people have been saying in chat, I think. So
yeah.
Bit cheap digital. 58.99 digital. Put in chat.
Yeah, it'll sell great guns and probably 8.5.
Okay.
I don't know.
8.5. Okay.
Would be my early guess on that one, just because everybody loves everything that's Nintendo-y like that.
There you go. Pikachu with a handgun hunting zombie Mr. Mimes in a raccoon city.
That's the game we need.
That's what we want. Physical edition is just a download code, apparently. Wow.
So you buy a box with a code in it, like
See,
a
It's one of those game key cards. So you could resell it. It's not just a one-off code that you'd.
That's a bit
use
better.
Okay, so you can resell it. Or the standard boxed edition. There you go. Should this be one of this year's sub goals? Torture. I mean, oh my God, you're going to make me play this. Fuck's sake. Oh God, it might be then. Oh God, make a note of that, Danker. It might be. I have to do that. There you go. I have a cartridge with mine. See, the Hannah's got the cartridge. So there you go. She's got the cartridge. I want to say thank you to anonymous gifter who just gifted Arkham Fan a sub. So there you go, Arkham Fan. You now have 30 days free ad viewing on my channel. It's probably better with the ads so that you don't have to see this. But there you go. And Falco, good evening. Good to see you. Yes, we are talking about the new Pokemon game. So Stuart says an 8.5. Dave, what say you? And then I'll get chat to throw their scores in.
I'll try a 9. It's Pokemon.
Okay.
All
right.
I reckon you're probably right there. Yeah.
Okay, going for a 9. Let's see what other people have been saying. Let's go. I'm going to try and see. I'm trying to start at the top. Gozzo said a 9. 8.5 from Arkham. Chargoff an 8. McCobster 8. Lava being an 8. Lorraine says 8.5. JL says 8. If I miss anyone, please do let me know. Big Jesse says, I don't know a thing about Pokemon, but the smile on Hannah's face made it a 10. Oh, there you go. Anonymous gifter coming in with another sub. Dan, if that's you, thank you again. That has gone to McCobster. There you go, McCobster. You also get to put up with my face for 30 days. iQuail, a 9. Kindred, a 9. Jenny says 9 Chonkymons out of 10. McCobster 8. Lava being 8.5. Rock News says 9. Big Jesse says 9.5. 8.5 from Matt. I rank this high because Pokemon and casual games have a formula this doesn't need to differ from. Danker said 9 as well. Thank you, Danker. And Dan said 9. There you go. Hannah, 9.5. I really like the look of this. Right, folks. Last chance, very quickly. This is Pokemon Pokepia. I know that's how you say it, but I find it funny. Which came out last Thursday on Switch 2. And if there are no more scores, I can tell you that this did get the high score of the evening so far. A 9 out of 10. Yeah. There you go. Well done, Dave. Now I've got to do the 1.5 things that I said do. There you go. How would you like your shout out? Exclamation Dave in chat, by the way.
It's got to be spinning next, I think.
Do you know what? Let's do something we've never done before.
Ooh.
Let's spin round one way, then stop, then go back the other way. It's never been done.
Never done that.
5 years of this show. Carnage. Here we go. Are you ready?
I don't think I can contain myself.
I mean, I can't. There you go. Here we go. Very slow stop there. Thank you.
Very nice.
McCobster says, do a backflip. No, because I would destroy my little studio. What was that? I don't know, but Dave seemed happy. And that's all that matters for this segment. There you go. There's a lot of people that need shout-outs. So I'll let the mods figure out what the hell they're going to do that. But congratulations to everyone who got that right. Do a barrel roll. No, I haven't got the space for that either. Flipping out. I'll just about get away doing Just Dance, let alone anything else. Let's move on to our next news story. And this is one that I think is annoying people slightly. So, it was announced on a report that came out. So again, take this with a slight pinch of salt, but it seems to be the way it's going. That Sony are going back to console-only exclusive. This means that recently, over the last few years, we have been seeing versions of their games landing on PC as quickly as 6 months to a year, sometimes 2 to 3 years after, depending on what game it was. They are basically now stating that single-player PC games are not going to be a thing. Multiplayer games, yes. So the likes that you had Helldivers 2 and stuff like that, that's going to happen. You are going to get more multiplayer games. And obviously games that do start on PS5, but will come to other consoles. Will also happen. So there's a number of games that are like time limited console exclusive. They will, like the new Kena Bridge of Spirits game. I can't remember the name of the new one, but that is starting on PS5. Eventually will come to PC, Xbox, etc. It does mean that Ghost of Yote, which has been a rip-roaring success, will now not get a PC release. And people are worried that Wolverine, which is due out in September, which we mentioned on the show last week, will also not get a release. However, Marvel do get a say about that. So that might be different. So those games will not see, as Falco said, will those games come to Steam? So the games that I've just said, Wolverine and Ghost of Yote, will probably not. And any other PS5 exclusives that are single player moving forward will not also see the light of day on PC. So the question is, why do we think this has happened? I want to put this to Dave Stewart and the chat for a brief discussion.
It might be down to the amount of sales that they're getting on the PC. Because I think, from what I read, like the initial ports they did, like Spider-Man and the first God of War, sold pretty well. But then the sequels haven't done as well on PC. So, they're going to have to look at, how much it costs to actually do the porting. Because, a fair amount of work has to go in, because it's got to support a massive breadth of different PC hardware, different specs, whereas, PS5 is a static platform. They can just build for that. So a lot of work's got to go in for the ports to get it working properly on PC. If it's costing a lot and they're not getting much back, financially, then, you can look at it and say, well, it's probably not worth carrying on if we're not going to get the returns. I mean, part of the problem could be that, they're not day and date releases with PlayStation. So when they do come out like a year later, everyone's kind of moved on anyway.
Yeah.
That could partially be the problem. Plus, you end up with the issue where, if you are releasing everything of yours on other platforms, why do I need a PlayStation? Because you get to say with Xbox, what do I need an Xbox?
Yeah.
I can just have a PC and have it all there. But so maybe Sony don't want that. They want you to focus on their device, the big single player games, their big like blockbusters, only one place to play them. And I suppose also as well with the next Xbox, we'll talk about later, the rumours for that, say it's going to be more of a PC that can play your old Xbox games. If you could then just play these PC games that are released on Steam on the next Xbox, I'm sure Sony do not want that. Because playing games on their console competitor, so that's probably another reason as well. So there's a few there.
There you go. Yeah. So there you go. Xbox 4 has been doing Play Anywhere for quite a while, and it hasn't been affected hardware sales. But I think now that, and we will talk about it later on another news story, I think Sony have gone, so Microsoft are doing that, and let's not have them have that. But then Microsoft are going, hey, have all our games on PlayStation, and whenever that'll backtrack soon, but we'll see. Stuart, your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I think Dave summed it up there. I think it's a case of, if you release it too early, you will get lots of PC sales, but then what's the point of having a PlayStation? Exclusive PlayStation? Nothing. So that's one thing. And then if you release it later on, like a year or two down the line, it's probably not going to sell that many. And, because you've already cannibalized most of your audience. So, for the PC point of view. So, they're now looking, I imagine, at, well, this cost X amount of money to port, and it didn't really make enough money to justify it, maybe. And as you say, you've now got the optics of the next Xbox is apparently just going to be like a sort of Xbox-branded Steam machine, almost, playing all your games and stuff. So what is the point, I suppose? Just to keep everything separate, say, look, we are Sony, we are PlayStation, you want to play our games, get a bloody PlayStation. But then they're not going to be able to release a new PlayStation for years. Mind you, you're not going to be able to get any PC hardware anyway, so irrelevant. Yay! Yeah.
But who's my new console? Loads of people just saying, feels like we're all going back into the 2000s and stuff, and it's like, it's an interesting one. We'll have to see how this develops. Sony One hardware, Xbox One publishing, and Nintendo does their own thing. Yeah. Didn't they all everybody increase their prices? Yes, because an Xbox is nearly £100 more than what it was, but so did PlayStation. It's ridiculous. They cost a PlayStation 5 and an Xbox Series X cost more now than it did when it came out in 2020.
Crazy.
Figure that one out. we will move along, and we will move along swiftly because we have a very special announcement. But before that special announcement, if you don't know, for some strange reason, Jesse, Dave, and me put on a thing every year at an arcade, and we decided to do again at Liverpool. It's in August. You can get your early bird tickets now, but we're going to share something very, very special. And that is the fact that I'm going to play this video, because if you don't know what Timeless is, then check this out, people. Here we go. There you go, folks. So that is Timeless. You can get your early bird tickets now. 25% of the early bird tickets have already gone. If you do get an early bird ticket before we do the full general release, you will get a limited edition Timeless pin badge. Now, when we do the general release of Timeless tickets, one of the tickets that is very popular are the VIP tickets. And with the VIP tickets, not only do you get a fantastic goodie bag with a ton of stuff, but you get early entry on the main day. And for the second time ever, we will also put on our VIP night, where all the content creators and all the people that have bought the VIP tickets form together for some drinks, some food, and we have a number of our special guests that are speaking on the main day. But we also bring in a guest speaker for the VIP night, who is exclusive to the VIP night. And this year, I'm very happy to announce, if all goes to plan, because he couldn't make it last year, it's going to be the wonderful Stuart, who is here.
Oh, okay then.
So we're not going to say what the talk is going to be on yet, even though
I don't know yet.
Yeah, we have discussed a couple of things, but it's not in concrete. Get that in.
I don't know the one I'm doing in Norwich in a couple of months yet. They keep emailing me and going, "What's the name of the talk this year?" But
yeah, don't say that. Dan's in the blooming chat and he's running the event.
I'll probably be. Oh no, not that one. There's another one that happens before that.
Oh, there's another one.
What's after? Okay. I don't even know what order things are these days. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay. Announce it live. You can't back out then. No, well, you can't now. It's been happened. There you go. VIP drinks with Dave, free charge. There you go. But yes, Stuart will be joining us on the Tuesday night. He will be our special guest speaker. Be roughly on stage, I'm going to say around about 8:30, 9 o'clock for 45 minutes to an hour, no more than that. We might have something else as well. We might add something else on after Stuart's been on, which I'm just working on. But yeah, it's we'll hopefully announce that in time. We've nearly got that firmed up as of today, so we'll let you know. But for any of those who've already bought your tickets, whether you bought family tickets, general admission tickets, etc., or the disability concessions, if you want to upgrade, then by all means you will be able to upgrade to VIP tickets, which means you then get the Timeless badge and the Timeless goodie bag, because the Timeless badges are not going to be in the goodie bags. They are only for the first number of people that bought the early bird tickets. So there you go. It's all happening in Norwich, says Dan. And also, if people want to see Stuart before our event in Liverpool, Stuart is going to be at the Debug event. And we had Dan and Nick from the Debug event back on in January. Their event takes place on the last Saturday in April at the Norfolk Showground, and Stuart is one of the guests for that show. I'm not going to put him on the spot and say, what are you doing? Because
we're working that out Wednesday. So
yeah, working that out Wednesday.
As long as this show goes on till Wednesday, you can ask later.
Okay, that's fine. We will not make that happen. There you go. I'm just thinking about where I've got to be. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Not sure it was clarified, but does VIP have limited tickets? Yes. Yes, there is. So there are limited 100 tickets for VIPs. We only have 100 content creators. So, and then with the guests that we have, we normally have about 250 people on the night for the VIP night. So if you want to get a VIP ticket, don't leave it. We sold out of VIP tickets last year, and we actually sold out. Last 2 years, we have sold out. So that is actual thing. But it means that you can turn up, enjoy the evening that we put on. You get your wristband and everything the night before, so you don't even have to queue the next day. You can walk straight in at 10 o'clock in the morning. So there you go. That's for Timeless. So there you go. Get your tickets now. But VIP tickets will be going on sale in the next couple of weeks. So look out for announcements, among other things. And thank you to Stuart for agreeing to come along. It's going to be great. So you were very much missed last year, my friend, because obviously he wasn't well. So
I was having such a great time. I didn't miss you guys at all. It was brilliant. Yeah, lovely. Loved every minute of it.
Because kidney stones are so much fun. Yeah.
The best bit was going in afterwards, and they're like, "Yeah, I think they're gone now. Yay!" Anyway, we're just going to do a quick test. Do you know what that test entails? I'll let you. I'll leave that one to your imagination.
Oh God! Damn.
Wasn't expecting that. That was a bad Thursday.
I can imagine. Yeah. Remind Stuart as well that he's supposed to be appearing at Load Down in Sheffield in May.
Dave just made that one up. That's not even a thing, surely.
Okay. I wouldn't know. I don't think I've heard of that either. Mags is dressing like one of them MASH robots, confirmed. Yeah, so for those who didn't know, I did have a sub goal, and on the VIP night, I've got to get dressed up in cosplay, which is going to be announced at some point in the next few months. So that's going to be interesting. There you go. Damn it. Stuart is so much smarter than Mag. I mean, that is true. Then again, so is a small pebble.
I'm convinced by that.
Thank you. There you go.
Dave. What is Dave?
Yeah, Dave. What? He's a bucket. Dave just rent a pub and start a load down. He's a bucket. Yeah. You know, humans evolved from apes. Dave evolved from a bucket. There you go. What happens if you hit the next sub goal in 2 subs time? Don't know, because we're not doing sub goals at the moment, but because I've got a number of sub goals to complete. We are doing something that's going to be announced tomorrow. I have got to play the new, I was going to play Bratz that came out in December, but I've now got to play, because that's coming off Game Pass, I've got to play Gabby's Dollhouse. I've also got to dress up as a giant pink flamingo on stream. I've got to do a snack tasting stream because I'm bringing them back for one off only. And I've got to do a 24-hour charity stream after Timeless. So I won't be knackered whatsoever.
How has that happened? How is that even possible?
Really bad planning.
You'll actually die. You do know that, right?
Yeah. Cooking stream we never actually hit. So cooking stream will be the first one when we do this. And apparently me playing Pokepia is another thing. So when we re-announce it, we might do sub goals for the 24-hour charity stream just to raise more money for charity. But there we go. It's a good job we haven't got anything leading up to Timeless, have we? No, I haven't got to do anything with a 3-day event in Manchester to do with Twitch, and I haven't got anything for 4 days at Bloodstock, running a gaming event at Bloodstock at all before.
You'll be fine then if you haven't got anything to do. Easy.
Jesus Christ.
You can just fix the tiles on my roof while you're at it, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I restart the Lego? Not yet. I haven't had time, but we'll do that. But I will do another Lego building stream because I want to finish that Game Boy. So that will happen. We'll get that in the schedule when I've got more time. There you go. Thank you for the Bucket Lord has been gigantified. Thank you for that. Thank you for the 30 bits. Can we get a shout out for Chargoff? We have to now see Bucket Lord in all his glory. Let's swiftly move on because I know time's ticking away. Let's go for our next game, which came out on Thursday on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. And this is Docked. you go. Dave, tell us a little bit more about this one, please.
Yeah, this is another simulator game. It seems to be a very big crowd that likes anything to be simulated. So this is another one getting thrown in there. This one you get to look after a dock. There's been I think a hurricane's hit it, left it in disarray. So you've got to come in and try and make it financially viable, and you get to play around with all the cranes and trucks and stuff around there. Not my sort of thing, because it's not my idea of fun playing these sorts of simulator games. But as I say, there's a big crowd that loves them because anything seems to be getting made into a simulator game. So this will probably do pretty well with that crowd, I would have thought.
Yeah. Stuart? Brilliant.
Once again, I'm completely down with Dave on this one. This has no interest to me whatsoever. I feel like it's games for people, I don't know, who want to have another job. I don't understand. It's just, but it looks really well done because a lot of them are shonky as hell. I remember playing like Bus Simulator or something. It was like people teleporting through walls and stuff, and it's like this seems better put together, but yeah, there's nothing. I've got no idea. No idea. I mean, simulator games always seem to sell well. I don't know whether that's a thing off the back of streaming, because streamers love them, but I got nothing to say on this at all. It's not a game I would ever have anything to do with.
Okay, all right. I'm going to say it's niche, but it looks very good for that niche. The PC version wants a 3060, but there is a Steam demo. Kelt Brenny coming in with the raid there. Thank you so much, Mr. Brenny. How are you doing? Ems, good evening. How are you? You've just missed a timeless announcement, Ems. I'm sure that the chat will fill you in, and they'll probably come up with something really bizarre that's not the truth, but that'll be good enough for me. There you go. I sense urgent real engine needed. So there we go. Folks, get your scores in for this. Let's see what people are saying. We have got Chargoff with an 8 out of 10. Hannah with an 8 out of 10. Dave Johnson with a 7 out of 10. They make simulators out of everything. There's even a wanking simulator. That's true. There is. I kid you not. It's shocking. But yeah, but it's also kind of funny.
Okay, then.
Yeah. If you think sort of Postal Route, it's kind of like that sort of game. Excuse me, Stuart. We did play Petrol Station Simulator on stream together. It was a mafia simulator. We're very odd. Was it?
Yeah, kind of. Wasn't it? You start off in the gas station, then it turns out your uncle owns it, and your uncle's threatening to murder you unless you embezzle money as part of it or something. It's very weird. Very weird. Okay. But added something. At least added a story and stuff,
Dave 7. Dan 8. Macobster 7. Falco 7. Didn't see any of this. I know, because you raided, mate. It's all right. 7.5. Rock Muse 7.5. Lard Bing saying 7.5. They announced load stock in Sheffield. I don't believe that for a minute. Missed the game. Solid 7. Jenny 8.5. There's a paint drying simulator. That doesn't surprise me. There's a spray paint simulator as well. Came out last year. iQuell 6. 7.5 for SnowRunner / Roadcraft team. They know how to make a good game. I do like watching streamers playing Truck Simulator and being an annoying brat saying, "Are we nearly there yet?" Mag, I'm half joking. I know, yeah. Mag, I'm half joking, but also not really. You should do streams where you read every single score out, like football styles. Charlton Athletic 2. Bromley 1.
Queen of the South 9, Midlothian 14. Queen of the South, and they must be Scottish teams, right?
Yeah, they've got to be.
Outside
I've heard of them.
Yeah.
Danker 7.5, Gozzo 7.5. Dave, I'll start with you. What do you reckon?
I'm just going to go with a safe 7 for this one.
Safe 7, Stuart.
I'm going to say 7.5 because it's a bit prettier than they usually are.
Okay, all right. I used to love it when they say 4 far 4 in the football announcements. 4 far 4. 4 far 4. Queen of the South mentioned. Yay, says Benny. 7.5 from Kindred. That's the shipping forecast style. Yeah. I think someone's saying, "Are we there yet?" is obligatory for any driving game. Queen of the South are 4th in League One in Scotland, apparently. And there are 21,733 simulator games on stream that exist, but it doesn't mean they're all good. 4 for 4 East, 5-5. There you go. Okay, I can tell you that this game, because we're going to get sucked into this whole football score thing. I can tell you that Docs got a 7.5.
Yeah,
Well done,
was that
Stuart.
me? Yay!
Yeah.
I'd already forgotten what I'd said.
He was like, hang on, did I say that? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the pretty graphics that boosted its score, wasn't it?
Score, yes.
Yeah.
So, if you are not following Ashens, aka the wonderful Stuart Ashen, please go click that pinned chat that's on the top there, his Twitch and YouTube channel there. And also, I'm sure people will spam the details. Dan says, I'm doing bad today on the scores. But congratulations to all the people that said 7.5, Kindred, Gozzo, Danka, Fury, well done. Lava Being, Rock Muse, Count Brenny, and he didn't even see the trailer. Well done, mate. There you go. So there you go. All the shout outs are happening, and we're going to swiftly move because time does tick away.
Just spotted. Is this your 256th show?
Yes.
An important hexadecimal number. Well done.
Thank you.
It's also the most amount of RAM in megabytes that anyone can afford these days. So
That's right.
Tremendous.
It's nice, isn't it? It's funny because we were trying to get our 250th show to be our first one proper show of the year. And then one week I had a power cut that I could do nothing about. So then it all moved by a week. So it buggered us completely. But that is only one show in 5 years I've missed, which is not bad going. Not bad going. So there you go. And they still haven't finished the work from December when that happened. That tree's been chopped down. There's still little boards around it on the street. They've never come back to fix the work. At least the internet works. There you go. I got a 128 megabyte smart media card. And I recently could sell it and be rich. There you go. Mag even did the live stream when he was abroad. Yeah, I always say this. I did. We didn't have a guest just in case it went wrong, but I live streamed from Ecuador and did a TNGC from Ecuador. Ironically, when we did the TNGC from Liverpool, the internet was worse. The week before. Can't get myself over that. And I was somewhere up in the hills in Ecuador, and we got better internet than Liverpool. Crazy. But there you go. Moving on to our next game. I'm never going to get bored of that story. I love it. Moving on to our next game. A game that I will be playing tomorrow night on stream. So if you want to check it out at 8:30 on TikTok and Twitch, I will be playing a game, the first game that was in my top 5 games when it came out. So I'm very much looking forward to this. This is available on Game Pass, as well as PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X, S1, Switch, Switch 2, and PC. And this is the wonderful looking Planet Lana. Oh, so say Planet of Lana 2.
Amoda. Emini lantro I teve no naga. Tia dielo, pamaoni afami. Tia lantrona, tari tenuo naga. Die atirinueta arum, te die isa tamafati. Die ama, omenatia olayem. Eo Ramayona equiatia. Meno Iteire pamaudi. Atirotia mui. Orali.
There you go. So the original game came out in 2023 and was in my top 5 games of the year. And I think Dave had some very high regard for it.
Yeah, I really loved it.
As well.
Okay.
Yeah. So Very excited for this one. This came out on Thursday. As I said, you can literally get it on everything, and it's on Game Pass as well, as mentioned. Dave, tell us a little bit more about this sequel.
Yes, this one's picking up, I think, about a couple of years after the events of the first game. So, like, all the tribes on the planet are starting to take advantage of the sort of technology that came to the fore through the events of the first game. And some, I think, are starting to misuse it. So Lana gets pulled on like another adventure to try and like, deal with them, try and stop them doing whatever it is they're up to, and you get to go through the game with your little companion friend Mewy, little sort of android cat type creature that was really cute in the first game. I think the one thing they've done in the sequel is they've really sort of up the ante on the puzzles, so you got a lot more puzzle solving to do, more sort of intricate puzzles as well. Yeah. So if you like a good sort of puzzle platformer, then yeah, definitely up your street. I really enjoy what they did in the first one. What I've played in this one so far is very good. Yeah. It's kept the the really nice sort of cartoony graphical style, sort of the Ghibli-esque graphic style from the first one, which also looks really nice. And so that and the music and sort of everything is sort of just what I'm looking for in the sequel. So I'm looking forward to playing more of this. I'll probably hold off playing too much more until I finish off Resident Evil 9, and I'll get stuck into this one.
Yeah. Be a nice palate cleanser, actually.
I think so, yeah. Definitely. Yeah. But yeah, loving it so far.
Okay. Stuart, your thoughts on this one?
I wasn't aware of the first one, so it sounds bloody good. I mean, it looks like a non-evil version of Inside or Limbo.
In a way, yeah, there is some stuff that happens that could be quite nasty, but yeah, it's not as dark, I'd say, but it's got those little bits of overtones in it. Yeah,
yeah, it looks beautifully done, and apparently the first one's really fucking good. So
it is,
and the first one's actually dirt cheap on Steam at the moment. It's about £1.69.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
You can actually pick the first one, the second one up for not much at all, because the second one's only $15.29 on Steam at the minute.
Yeah, so
bloody hell.
I'll bring this up. So it's normally should be 17 quid on Steam, but it's reduced to 15.29. PlayStation should be 16 quid, is reduced to 13.59. Switch has been reduced to 15.29, and if you're on buy on Xbox, they're tight bastards, and you have to pay the 17 quid. But they have put it on Game Pass, so. And the original Planet of Lana is also still on Game Pass. They haven't taken it off. So there you go. So thank you, Jesse, for letting us know. And people saying the visuals remind you of Studio Ghibli. Yeah, I'm just going to bring up a few things here, because Jesse said the first game was one of my favourite games when it came out. The sequel needed to keep how good the original was, but with enough new stuff to make it worth a new game. I can't overstate how good a job they've done of that. And he completed this. I think today, did you complete this? Let me know. So let's start looking at scores for this. Jesse, 9.5. Dave Johnson, 9. McCobster, 9. Danker did mention, £1.69. Until next Tuesday, if you want to get the first one. There you go. Dan said, I gave this one a 9.5 in Debug magazine, so I'm going with that. Chargoff, 8. Falco, 7. 8.5 from Ems, 8.5 from Danker, Rock Muse 8, Gozzo 8.5, Lava Being 9. We've got quite varied scores here. Rock Muse 8.5, Hannah 9, oops, press the wrong button. Jenny 8, Kindred 8.5. Rock Muse said I changed my mind. Absolutely fine. Stuart, we'll start with you. What do you reckon?
Well, it's got to be at least 9, surely.
Okay.
Its first one's meant to be great. This one's even better. 9 or 9.5. 9.5 is a bit mad. Let's go for 9.
Okay, go for a 9. Go for 9. Dave, what say you?
I was thinking 9 as well.
There you go. 9. Okay. Folks, last chance. This is Planet of Lana 2, which came out on Thursday on PS4, 5, Xbox Series X, S1, Switch 2, PC, and you can pick up between £15 and £17. And you can get it on Game Pass. And I can tell you that this got 8.5 on average.
Oh.
So slightly down, but still.
Don't want it now. Rubbish. Terrible.
Still, fuck it off.
No.
No, it's getting rave reviews, but not all quite as high as the first one. But it's doing good. As again, I said, I will be playing this on stream tomorrow at 8:30, live on TikTok and Twitch. And Kindred says, yes, it's still better than Marathon. That's very true. And I will give my own opinions on it tomorrow. And we'll see if this makes my top 5 games of the year, like the first one did in 2023. So that'll be interesting. It's going to be tough. We are only in March, and I've already got quite a few games that are in my top 5 list already. It's been an interesting year. It's going to get even more interesting. Let's move on to some quick news stories. Just keep you updated on some stuff that's happening. So, as mentioned, we did say Microsoft have put out a little tease. The new boss of Xbox, Asher Sharma, has confirmed that Project Helix is going to be the production name for the next Xbox, and has stated that yes, the rumors are true. This is going to be an Xbox that you can play Steam games on. And that's all we got. But they said that they were going to be speaking to their partners and people in the next few weeks, and more announcements will be coming soon. So the rumors are true. That is happening. Probably from our last story, probably why Sony is not going to start doing their games on PC, because they don't want Xbox to have them. And big news, ladies and gentlemen, we have an update. We have not heard anything since the 2021 reveal for Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remaster. We heard it here first from Tim Willits from Saber, and he said it's still in development. That's the update we have for you. There you go. That's an honest thing. They actually did a press thing with IGN to basically say, yeah, it's still in development. So thanks for that. I'm sure we're very excited.
Nice to know.
It's good to know, isn't it? So there you go. Some groundbreaking news. Almost as groundbreaking as the story about Fallout New Vegas being a thing and then not being a thing. So there we go. Can't be worse than Battlefront 1 and 2 by all my advice, but I know that was shocking. Is an Xbox actually the Steam machine? Wouldn't that be a surprise if it happened? That'd be amazing. Feels like they'll cannibalize each other's sales. I think they already are, aren't they? That's why they're both in the shit.
How are they going to produce new hardware when you can't afford anything with any storage or RAM in it? It just and any attempts to unify and create a sort of PC with specific specs worked for the portable Steam machine or Steam Deck, sorry, but never worked for anything else, is it? So good luck to them.
Yeah,
but,
that's the thing, Stuart. They won't.
Yeah.
Who let a Mac porting studio make a remake of an utter classic? Well, there you go. Sony, sorry, pardon me. Sorry, did that? There you go. Let's move on to our final 2 games of the night. This came out on Friday on PC. Now, I believe this is made by an ex-dev. I read it and then forgot who it is, so I'll try and look it up while the trailer's playing. But they're having a crack at this, and there's been no early access to this. They wanted to get a game out as a 1.0 launch straight out. So, as I said, came out on Friday on PC. This is the trailer for 80th. Let's have a look at this.
Hello, Maeve. And you too, Roland. I'm sure it's a shock hearing my voice, especially down here. And I'm sure you have a lot of questions. I must warn you to be careful going forward. I cannot bear the thought of anything happening to either of you. This claim contains more than just valuable rocks. It contains hubris, deceit, misdirected genius, and greed. I hope, eventually, you'll forgive me for what you learn. I've babbled enough, I'm sorry. It just almost feels like I can see you there, listening. Be braver than me. Better than I was. I trust you, Maeve. Be strong.
So this is an ex-Rockstar dev that's come along and done this, hence why the Scottish accents, obviously. And this is like a, well, as Dave will probably say, it's got Satisfactory vibes, if you remember that game that was a massive success and still is a success. But it's a little bit different.
Yeah, it's a bit of a survival crafting game. I think it's a bit more narrative led than quite a lot that you get. So your character, I think, is an ex-mine engineer on this particular planet, and you've got to delve deep into the planet to mine it for like gems and various resources that you'll use to then sort of build your base up on the surface. And as you mentioned, like Satisfactory, create a few machines to produce stuff for you. But I think this one's got a bit more, as I say, story stuff to it. So you'll probably learn a bit about the corporation that previously ran the planet. Yeah. So sounds interesting. I probably not something I would rush out to play, but sounds a bit more interesting than some of the other sort of standard survival crafting things you get. If it's got a bit of a story that's got an end point, I'd be a bit more interested in playing it instead of something that just goes on and on and on, never ends.
Yeah. I'll confirm McCobb said it's an actual dev, not someone like Mind's Eye with Ashley Benz. Anyway, yes. Stuart, your thoughts on this one?
I always feel like whenever we do one of these shows, there's always a game that looks like indie game, the game, and I feel that was that one. It just had that. That's very indie game looking and feeling. I wouldn't have got the fact that it had like Satisfactory elements to it from the trailer, which is odd. Put your bloody game in your trailer, guys. But yeah. I don't know. It's just not my sort of thing at all. Again, but looks well done. But I feel it's competing against 170,943,827,925,412 identical games. So good luck to it.
Yeah. I saw someone say on Steam that this is not an open world survival craft game, but more of a story-driven crafting and base building game with somewhat linear progression. There you go. Now. Indianapolis Jonas and the Quest for Independence. There you go. So get your scores in. I've clearly confused Danker because he's like, I don't know what this might have got. So 7. I'm going to say this is. We did have 14 games to pick from. So if anyone's annoyed that they didn't get this one right, you can blame Dave because he picked the 8 games for tonight. So there you go.
If it had been this, it would have been another Metroidvania or another fucking JRPG.
That's it. We had them, so I thought I'm glad because there's something a bit different. Jenny, 8. McCobb's to 8. Fuck knows with this one, says Kindred. 7. What's this called again? I've already forgotten. It's called Aphus. Chargoff, 6.5. Live Bing, 7.5. 7 from Dan. Rock Muse 6.5. Gozzo says 7. Dave, I'll start with you. What do you reckon?
I'll go for the safe 7 on this one.
Okay, safe 7. Hannah says an 8. Stuart?
I'm going to go along with Dave and say safe 7.
7. Nice. 7.
Yeah.
Iqual says 6. M says 7.5. Any more for any more? This came out on Friday on PC. And Dave says 6, 7, 6, 7. Thanks, Dave. Thanks. I sense Dave rumbled our winning streak. Well, if he has, then he had a premonition because he picked these games yesterday. Didn't you, Dave?
I did.
Yeah. So your winning streak that you're doing quite well on, he wouldn't have known about. Ooh. Is Dave one of these people that knows things in advance?
I wish. I would have won the lottery. I don't need to do this.
Yeah, that's true. You could just phone it in.
Yeah.
A bit like what I do. The Couch, an 8. Dave Johnson, 6.5. Ashens behaving like he's on Countdown and not cheating. What?
Why would you cheat at this? What a bizarre thing.
Yeah. There you go. Dave fucking cheats, guys. I vaguely remember this being quite well received, surprisingly. Chloe, good evening. How are you, lovely? 7 out of 10 from Chloe. Because he wrote down the 7. Oh, I see. So you thought because he wrote 7 that he cheated? It's not how it works, people. Not how it works. But anyway, we're just making rules that we go along with 256 shows in, and now they're bringing in this rule. Yeah.
I mean, I literally was testing a pen.
I know, testing a pen. Yeah, imagine cheating at a prediction game. I know. But there you go. Well, I can tell you, if there are no more guesses, that this got, hold on to your pants, people, 8 out of 10.
Fair play.
Yeah.
It's been really well received. Really well received. 8 out of 10 for all the reviews. I didn't even see scores that were different. It seemed pretty, 4 stars or 8 out of 10. Boom. There you go. Now let's see if anyone's got that right. Danka goes, rumbled. It definitely shows. It definitely looks fresh. Damn it, I've been wrong all night. Well, we've still got one more to go, Kindred. You never know. You might get one. Let's see. Who did say 8? Dan from Debug. Well done. Exclamation debug in chat for Dan as well as giving him a shout out. Go get that quality magazine. Hannah, congratulations. You got it right as well. And McCobster and Jenny Sparkles. Well done to you. There you go. There we go. So, sorry. Kindred said, I misread. Up to now, that's the only one I got wrong. There you go. So Kindred was doing well as well. We've scuppered him. Sorry, Kindred. I thought you said that was the only. Totally got that wrong. Anyway, moving on to our last game, but not the end of the show. Last game of the night. This also came out on PC on Friday. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is Lost and Found Co. Let's have a look at the trailer for this. There you go. Lost and Found Co. There you go. Bing Bong, a community game, says Falco. I don't know. It could be because it feels like this is very much a hidden object game with some other elements tagged on, which looks quite cool. So tell us about this one, Dave.
Yeah, you're right. It is a hidden object game. Your character, for whatever reason, was a duck who got turned into a human and then made an intern at a company that specialises in finding lost items for people. So you just get thrown into these little isometric little biomes are just look and see if you can find all the little objects that are either hidden behind things or just hidden in plain sight amongst everything else. Looks like it's probably quite a nice little game to play if you want something sort of relaxing, kick back for a few hours. I think if you get really stuck, it's got a little sort of hint system, sort of nudge you in the right direction as well, which is quite cool. I think the graphics that it's gone for look pretty decent. They're not too sort of overly busy, I'd say. You would still be able to see things. It's been done quite well. Yeah, it's a nice clean art style. If you look hard enough, I'm sure you'll find all the things that are hidden in there. I'd give it a go. I think it looks quite nice.
Yeah. Kindred says, I've seen Atomic Moonchild play this on stream. I think it was a Keymailer, not full release. I will have to check because I didn't see it on Keymailer, but then I might have missed it because there's so much stuff on there. It's not too expensive either. No, Kindred just put $14.99 down to $13.49 until the 19th of March on Steam. So that's not bad. Stuart, your thoughts on this?
I feel a bit like the last one was indie game the game. This is the other type of indie game the game. It's got that real feel to it. But I mean, from what we've seen there, it's very pretty. It's got that certain semi-pseudo-Japanese look to it that's been in fashion for a long time and is going nowhere soon. I think it's probably, if you like clicky find the thing games, it's probably like a super fun, cutesy, comfy one, and will probably get incredibly good reviews as a result, I would have thought. Because it's just that kind of game, but done really well by the looks of it.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie. I'm intrigued to give this a try. And maybe it would make a good community night because then everyone could sit in and go, oh, it's there, or it's there, and people could chime in. So I think that could be quite a good idea.
Nothing's going to be as good as the Coronation Street game. We have to search for Betty's hot pot recipe, though. That's the ultimate hidden object game.
A true classic.
Ever found that recipe?
Aren't all the items invisible or something absolutely ridiculous like that? Yeah. I've never played it, but painful.
Can't find it at all. She took that recipe to her grave, bless her. Yeah. Even when they licensed it out, she wasn't giving it up. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the scores. Let's see what people are saying. Danka, 9 out of 10. Ooh. Falco, 7. Rock Muse, 7. Hannah, 7.5. Chargoff, 7. Gozzo, 9. Chloe, 7.5. Ems, 8. Jenny, 6.5. God, these really random scores. Dan, 9. Macobster, 7. We need to play that Coronation Street game on Wednesday, Stu, says Dave.
I've got a copy, but I've always been scared of it because, like, apparently the objects are literally invisible. So what is the point? How is that a game?
Dan says there's a game called A Park Full of Cats, which is very similar and is entirely free on Steam if you want a great community game. Thank you. I did not know that. I will give that a try maybe before we try this one. 7.5 from Lava Being. Kindred, 9. There you go. So many magic object games are just bullshit. There you go. From Macobster. You heard it here first. Stuart, what do you reckon this got?
I said earlier, I'm going to go in high. I'm going to go 9.
Okay, going for a 9.
9.
Going big. Going 9. Macobster says, Magsy smell. Thank you. But please remember, not only am I smell, I'm also small. Thank you. Dave?
I'll try an 8.5.
8.5. Okay. Kindred says, yeah, go big or go home. That's it. I read that as a fart full of cake instead of a park full of cats. There you go. Smell and small and reasonably available for gaming events. There you go. There you go. Kevin Dave. Right. Let's see. If there are no more scores in chat, I can tell you that Dan says I won't get that out of my head now for a while. There you go, Jenny. A fart full of cake. I can tell you for our last game of the night, this got 9 out of 10.
Nice.
Stuart. You said, gonna go for it, go big, and you did, and you are correct. This got a whopping 9 out of 10. Well done, sir. Well done.
Right, been high scores tonight. High scores.
Or
have they mostly been 7? No, they've mostly been 7.
Well, we've had an 8, a 7, a 7, a 9, 7.5, an 8.5, an 8, and a 9.
Oh, that is pretty high then.
Quite high
nothing
this
got
week.
below 7.
Yeah. Last week was. We did have 2 9s last week, but it was mainly 7.5s and 8s. So actually, this week is a bit higher. Not going to lie. So well done to Kindred. Well done to Dan from Debug. Well done to Gozzo. Well done to Danker. There you go. Just going for that. And also go follow Stuart on all his socials there. They are pinned to the Twitch chat and they are there as well. Go do it now. You won't regret it. And Stuart will next be on Wednesday night. So you can go check him out.
True dat.
So there you go. Go see him there. It will be good and everything and everything if we're trying to be hip. There you go. Now, before we end the show, we always like to focus on some gaming charts, see what's going on in the gaming world. And last time we did, it was actually when we had Dan and Nick from Debug on the show. So we try and do the retail charts every 2 weeks. We've done PlayStation charts, Xbox. So we wanted to do the Steam charts this week. But for the first time ever, I've got 2 lots of Steam charts for you because we're going to do it with free-to-play games and without free-to-play games. So we're going to start with the Steam retail charts on this one. So let me bring this up. So here we go with the UK Steam chart. At number 10, down 4 places, is Helldivers 2. A re-entry at number 9 is Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. Down 2 places at number 8 is Mugenics. A re-entry for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Marathon, that we spoke about tonight, is a brand new entry at number 6. Ark Survival Ascended is a re-entry at number 5. Baldur's Gate 3 is also a re-entry at number 4. The actual Steam Deck that you can buy is up 4 places. Ark Raiders is up 3 places at number 2. And no surprises, at number 1 is Resident Evil Requiem, which is a new entry and topping the Steam charts. So let's now have a look at the chart with the free games as well. So this is based on downloads. So here we go. At number 10, we have Warframe, which is down 6 places. At number 9 is now Marathon, a new entry. Ark Survival Ascended, still a re-entry, but slightly lower. Baldur's Gate 3, also a re-entry, but slightly lower. A re-entry for this chart is Steam Deck. At number 5, up 5 places is Ark Raiders. Up 4 places at number 4 is PUBG Battlegrounds. Up 2 places at number 3 is Apex Legends. Number 2, the former number 1 was Counter-Strike 2. And surprise, surprise, Resident Evil Requiem still had the most downloads on the end of last week, being the new entry. So not only with the free games, but on the paid games as well, was the most successful game topping the Steam charts. So there you go. That's our charts for this week. We will have more game charts with you next week. More likely, it will be, again, the overall UK retail chart, because that is really randomly changing. I can tell you that Resident Evil Requiem is currently top of that chart, so we'll see where it is next week. That, ladies and gentlemen, is our show. Thank you so much for watching. It's been absolutely awesome for all of you on YouTube and Twitch. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining in. Thank you to all the raids, all the subs and the bits. Greatly appreciated. We will be back to our normal schedule next week with Tuesday night gaming chat, where our guest will be Dan from Kepler Interactive, because he will be talking about the new Solstice 2 game that's coming out on early access, and another game that's just about to drop from Kepler as well, because they've got 2 games out later this month. So we've got Dan from Kepler Interactive on the show. Thank you so much to our wonderful guests, Ashens, aka Stuart Ashens. Thank you so much for being here. Again, always great to have you, Stuart.
Always good to be here. Thank you very much.
And I hope you get better soon. I hope the head cold goes.
It'll be gone in a couple of days. If not, I'll just keep complaining about it till it does go.
That's fine. That will work. Yes. Well done for staying alive, says Jenny. So I think that's, yeah.
That feels like more of an accomplishment with each year.
Dan was scared because he thought I was announcing he was a guest on the show next week. No, you are okay. You are safe. If you are not following Stuart, please go click the link. I like the fact that iQuell's just also posted the thing that I put in the Discord for the mods. Shout outs for the show tonight, Ashens. Love it. Love it. And as always, thank you to my fountain of knowledge, my co-host who knows the most, Mr. David Jones.
Always a pleasure, mate.
Thank you. Great to have you here. As a reminder, I have only got one more streak this week. Jesus Christ. I've only got one more stream this week because I am out touring. As some of you may know, I'm all over the place because I'm in Cornwall on Wednesday, then somewhere near London on the day after, and somewhere near Ramsgate the day after. If you want to find out, look at the Discord because I don't care anymore there. Streak, he's got no pants on. Oh, I can confirm. There are pants. We're safe. We're safe. But I will be back on tomorrow before I disappear. We will be playing Planet of Lana 2, as previously mentioned. So we'll see what we make of that and whether I think it's better than the first one. So there you go. Twitch has rules against streaking. Yes, very true. Thank fuck for that. There you go. It's all CGI. The trousers don't exist, says the Costa. So we are going to go do a raid. Let's see who's on. For those on YouTube, unfortunately, it is just going to end because YouTube. But for those on Twitch, we are going to go raid somebody and see who we can see. Oh, my God, there's a lot of people on tonight. There's a lot. Oh, my God. Okay. Let's go with... Unless there's anyone, Stuart, you want to recommend, I'm quite happy to go with that if there's anyone.
Ooh, let me see. The problem is I can't access my... the raid thing, can I? Let me see who's on. There we are. Right.
There you go.
Show me who's on. Curse you, Twitch. Do things. We've got a lot of good people on tonight.
There is.
Zypho is on. Middle-aged gamer guy, I like him. Shadrock, Norwich Amiga Group, Plurica Buzz, Hammer the Biscuits, Namco's. I think Namco's is just starting, or is he? No, he's got his Amiga Monday. Let's see who's got the most interesting game they're playing.
Go on then.
Always difficult. Battle Royale. Oh, it's got to be Zypho tonight. He's got a lot of 8-bit versions of games and putting them up against each other, which is always fascinating to me.
Let's do that.
That is XYPHOE.
Okay, let's do this. Right. So what's the name? Sorry.
XY.
XY.
PH.
Yep.
OE.
Got him. Let's do that. And then can I click on that and then will that open the window? Yes, it will. Isn't technology wonderful? So let's go raid them. And that raid will start once the end credits have rolled. And there you go. And if I come out of that, oh, it's all successful. Thank you so much, everyone, again. And all that leaves for me to say is wherever you are in the world, have a great morning, great afternoon, and great evening. And I shall see you back tomorrow at 8:30 for some Planet Lana 2. So from all of us here, let's do that thing where we wave awkwardly. Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
I'm down to fight.